Come on in.
Miss Ting Yun must have left us these clues, right?
Deeding should be able to pick up her traces now.
Test clear wrap, song lotus cake, guaranteed delicious.
You found me! D-Ting's quite handy when it comes to tracking, isn't he? If you pick up traces of Kafka in Stargazer Navalia, just switch him on. Don't let her escape. Would have thought that Stargazer Navalia might become so quiet. Long were the nights when the clangor of hammers rose to meet the stars. People used to write poems about the shipwrights here. The Lafu relies on the star skiffs produced here to transport people and goods. Now that work in the shipyard has stopped, our internal transport and outbound flights might also grind to a halt. Of course, the silver lining is I don't have to go on as many trips anymore.
You don't seem to worry too much about the Xianzhou, Miss Ting Yun.
I wouldn't say that. A good businesswoman doesn't wear her heart on her sleeve. Besides, the Alliance has weathered plenty of challenges. We can handle this situation. Just to warn you, if we do run into Kafka, you'll have to do the fighting benefactors. I'd love to help, but there's very little I can do except cheer you on from the sidelines. Playing the Madame Yukong card, are we? That's not very heroic, now is it? Besides, the Madame Helmmaster simply asked me to assist you in navigating around Starskiff Haven. It's no different to any other diplomatic mission or delegate reception. I was never much of a fighter, and I'm not one for risking my life either. Getting D-Ting into your hands is already beyond the realm of my job description.
I'll definitely be putting in a few words next time we meet Yukong.
Understood. We won't put you out of your comfort zone, Miss Ting Yun. When we run into Kafka, we'll do the fighting. And the capturing, for that matter. Thank you for showing us the way.
Before D-Ting can start tracking, you'll have to feed him some leads. If Kafka is hiding in Stargazer Navalia, she'll have left behind traces. Let's spread out and look for them. Leave no stone unturned. Shards of a Cloud Knight's weapon. Something really sharp caused this.
It must have been Kafka. She's got a scary sword. Immortal's Delight?
Immortal's Delight? This isn't a clue. It's just a brand of tea I like. 2 cups a day keeps the tiredness at bay.
I could do with a cup once we're done here.
Milk tea twins!
The best choice for galactic commerce.
Cutting the net.
Liquidation!
The human body is beautiful in its fragility.
Look! D-Ting found a strange chest. And there's a handprint on it.
Let me see. Slender fingers, but
There's a note here, too. Take your fancy, there's a reward inside. Oh, why do I get the feeling we're not the ones doing the hunting?
It seems like Kafka predicted our every move. Stay alert, all of you. We could be walking into a trap.
I know. Let's go and have a look. Is that a grenade? What's that on the side? A small something for the lost. She's clearly taunting us.
does that hurt?
Cutting the net.
Smash them up, Numby!
D-Ting smells something. What's this?
A jade seal used by the shipwrights. It opens various passages. It looks like someone used it and then destroyed it. Possibly Kafka.
We should have enough clues here to get D-Ting on the move.
No time to lose. Let's give him the scent and let him lead the way.
I think we've rounded up all our suspicious clues. But did Kafka leave them behind on accident?
She sure did put a lot of work into this gag, and I think we're the punchline. Making us run around like jerks? I bet she's loving this. I can almost hear her whispering, "Come and get me." Why don't you go and marry her, huh?
Don't forget, she's on the IPC's most wanted list. A fugitive that nobody can seem to pin down. And now we've become her prey while she stalks us in the shadows. Let's go, benefactors. Time is of the essence. We must be close.
That breathing sensation. Remember it.
Easy, Numby. Liquidation!
The human body is beautiful in its fragility.
The scent. Where did it go?
Ah, when the trace of the hunted disappears, the hunter better think twice. It might mean the tables have turned.
Kafka!
These Cloud Knights aren't Mara-struck. What did you do to them?
Just a little persuasion to get them to listen to me. But you know all about that already, don't you? Oh, what a hassle. This place is too far for the diviner. See you up ahead.
Let the asset valuation be. Patch them up, Numby!
My turn!
Stand still.
Let's go.
Quick! Don't let her
The human
escape!
body is beautiful.
March, not so fast!
Cut in the net.
Easy, Numby. Easy. Liquidation!
Watch this!
Relax.
So close and yet so far. You'll have to pick up the pace.
There's no way through here. We need to think of a way to cut her off.
Don't worry about locked doors, benefactors. We can use the conveyor belts.
We can use it.
Does that hurt?
Cut in the net.
Let the asset value. Still no repayment?
Welcome, Astral Expressors. Looks like you caught me.
Admit it, Kafka. You planned for us to come here.
I didn't plan anything. It was the future. We interfere on countless future possibilities and make the best future a reality. You speak too highly of us, Welt. The Stellaron Hunters are merely Destiny's slaves.
Best future? Best for who? As if you'd consider anyone but yourself.
If I said best for the universe, would you believe me? Best for me, naturally.
We're taking you to see the General of the Law. Fool. You can profess your innocence all you like, but the General will decide your fate.
Oh, thanks. But no thanks. I can't stand moving at someone else's pace. We don't have much time. If I were you, I'd make a move before it's too late.
Just in time. Good times never last. Time to say bye. Boom.
The market is unpredictable.
Right! Investing in victory means playing the long game!
Gotta try hard sometimes. Check out this awesome move!
Relax.
Stand still.
Not so fast.
Feeling a little dizzy?
How about this? Rules are made to be broken!
Finally.
Rudimentary. Your every move has been foreseen by the Omniscia. Fushun, Divination Commission. I'll be taking the criminal from here. Greetings, crew of the Astral Express. This is our first encounter. Though given that I have encountered you in foresight, perhaps I should say the second. I am Fushun, Master Diviner at the Divination Commission and one of the 6 charioteers. Far-flung friends ought to be received with fine wine. But alas, the heavens, earth, and body are not aligned for such an occasion. You'll allow for a postponement of the usual formalities, I trust? What the actual heck is she saying? If the method of my speech is offensive to you, you need but say.
We received an assignment from General Jing Yuan to arrest the Stellaron Hunter. Thank you, Diviner, for coming to our aid, but we must escort the fugitive to the General.
Essential. I hold a proclamation from the General here, if you care to see. Upon detaining the Stellaron Hunter, questioning and all further arrangements are to be undertaken by the Divination Commission. Did the General just spare us a walk with Kafka? I knew he was a good guy.
Understood. However, the General promised that all intel would be shared with us. We have a right to know anything that Kafka divulges.
Oh? That guy. Can I go one day without him throwing me under the...
We won't make things any more complicated than they need to be. We just want to listen in on the...
Very well.
Urgency demands fluidity. The three of you shall accompany me to the Divination Commission.
Can't we do the questioning here? The Stellaron hunters are slippery. What if she makes a break for it?
While I am here, she will not escape. Only the Divination Commission has the methods to make her talk and bring the truth to light. The time has arrived. We must depart. Please.
Let's disembark here, benefactors.
I may live in relative seclusion, but I can recognize my own territory. Why did you bring us here? Does this look like the Divination Commission to you?
No need to yell, Master Diviner. The Meridian Pin is malfunctioning, and I couldn't find the entrance to the delve. I wanted to get us straight to our destination, but this is the only place I could dock the star skiff. Look, Exalting Sanctum, this is a safe place. Let's just walk the rest of the way from here.
Our hexagrammatic position is fluctuating between the marsh and water trigrams. The vessel is stranded and the way is blocked.
I heard the Xianzhou can tell your fortune. Is that how they do it? Anyone can count on their fingers. Yeah. So I'm a layman. Why don't you enlighten me, oh connoisseur?
I just performed some quick divination, and the hexagram is consistent with our current predicament. The star skiff cannot take us to the Divination Commission today. Alas, without me in charge to handle the Stellaron crisis.
It's true. The Divination Commission really can't go a single day without Lady Fu.
That's why you have to develop your talent pool. Otherwise, everything falls apart when you go on vacation.
Since you are clearly ignorant of the Commission's internal affairs, I shall absolve you of your ridiculous remarks. I'm going ahead to make some inquiries. Goodbye.
You might not want to hear this, but your general gave us his word. We have to be present when you question Kafka.
You think too little of me. My word is my bond. I will stick to my promise even if this delve collapses. That's very unlikely, by the way. To have this prisoner speak, the Commission must resort to unconventional means, the nature of which is confidential and cannot be disclosed. Forgive me. But I can assure you that the questioning will not begin until you arrive, even if that means wasting precious time. I have appointed someone to wait for you in front of Exalting Sanctum Plaza. Once we've consolidated our internal affairs, you will be brought into the Divination Commission. Please be patient.
Okay. We trust you. I think I offended someone again. Don't start.
Don't take it to heart, March. Miss Fushen seems like a reasonable lady. I'm sure she's not angry with you.
Really? I thought she was pretty icy. I don't know how to deal with people like that.
Okay, enough chit-chat. I reckon the Divination Commission could be a while. Let's take a look around.
Yeah, yeah! That star skiff was pretty cool. There must be loads of interesting things in Exalting Sanctum. That's the plaza. But I can't see anyone waiting for us. Should we look around?
What's going on with him?
What is that?
Everybody stay back!
Give him this medicine and make him lie down! I mean, make them lie down!
Let the asset valuation begin. Mash them up, Numby!
Watch this!
Relax.
Let's make it quick.
That'll teach you a lesson. Ready to lie down now? Thanks for helping to stabilize the patients. Your assertive sedation techniques are quite effective.
Assertive sedation techniques? Does she mean beating people up?
However, these Cloud Knights were already sick, and now they're injured too. I've got to bandage up their wounds, realign their bones. Ugh, as if I didn't have enough on my plate.
Where did you come from, little one? Is your dad around?
I don't have a dad.
What about your mom?
I don't have a mom either. I get it. You think because I'm small, I must be a runaway child. Welcome to the Xian Show, my short-lived outsider friends. Appearances can be deceiving here. The Vidyadhara race is self-reincarnating. No mom or dad required. I've been studying the art of healing ever since I cast off my old shell. You're looking at a recognized, practicing, dedicated doctor.
Bellabog kids are making snowmen, while children here are writing prescriptions.
Things haven't been very peaceful in the lawful recently. Make sure you don't...
Go running around, right? Well, your general gave us an errand, so I'm afraid we have to.
Well, seeing as you saved me just now, if you're unlucky enough to acquire any breaks or sprains, I'll treat you for free. As for medicine, I'll give you a 20% discount. Ha! Do you have any idea how many people in the lawful are waiting for an appointment with me? You should count this as a blessing. If I hadn't left my purse at home, I wouldn't have to... Enough of that. I have patients to see.
Our little miracle worker seems very different from everyone else around. Don't you think, Mr. Yang?
So this is the Vidyadhara. I've only ever read about them. They're known as the Dragon race. Not hard to see why.
That was terrifying. Thank goodness the Vidyadhara Dragon Lady was sick.
Yes, that child's usually hidden away. What's she doing out here? heard the knights affected by the evil are going berserk.
Don't scare yourself. The Alchemy Commission's Dragon Lady can cure anything.
Hurry. Find beds for the patients. Remember to minimize contact.
Yeah. The Realm Keeping Commission is out in full strength. What about the Alchemy Commission?
Do you mean out in full force?
Hey, Missy, does this look like a...
Everyone, please, if you feel unwell... Oh, we will be...
When it rains, it pours. The artisanship can...
Excuse me, fella. Hold on. It was only thanks to your help earlier that the Dragon Lady and those Exalting Sanctum residents got away. You don't remember? You dealt with those Mara-struck knights in the nick of time. I saw it all. A friend in the Skyfaring Commission told me the General commissioned guests to deal with the troubles on the Lafu. You must be the guests. If you don't mind, I hope you can take the time to come to the Realm Keeping Commission. I'd like to talk to you about the issues Exalting Sanctum is currently facing.
What does that mean? It's just a picture. Are we supposed to meet someone there? It's like one of those messages a kidnapper sends in a horror movie.
That's enough of that. Come on, let's go.
Hurry up, Qingque. We'll be fossils by the time you're finished.
I heard there was a disaster in the Divination Commission's delve? I'm surprised you're in the mood to play right now, Qingque.
Even if the sky was gonna collapse on the Divination Commission, the Master Diviner would be there to hold it up. What she lacks in height, she more than makes up for in stamina. Anyway, I didn't come here just to play. She ordered me to wait here for our guests. Time is precious. I'm simply multitasking.
It's the place in the photo, all right. Is this a games parlor?
Oh, isn't this hand a problem? I have the worst luck. Oh, hi there! I can tell just by looking at you that you're the Divination Commission's guests. I know, I'm sorry. I was going to wait for you by the statue, but... Ah! Triplet! But folks from the Realm Keeping Commission descended on the area. It's too loud over there now. Pass! Pass! So I thought to myself, wouldn't it be better to meet somewhere quieter? Four of a kind! And wouldn't that be more fun, too? Better to show you the real Exalting Sanctum and introduce you to a true Xianzhou pastime, Celestial Jade! Aha! Victory! Now that my wish has been fulfilled, there's nothing holding us back. Follow me, honored guests. I must apologize for your long wait, honored guests.
It wasn't too long. Seeing your enthusiasm for this Celestial Jade game has stoked my curiosity.
I'm glad to hear it. You clearly have excellent taste. If you're interested, I can show you how to play. It's great fun.
Sure.
Mr. Yang, is this really the best time?
Hey, something I wanted to tell you.
Ah, look. Is that a...
It's an ancient tree. We call it the Ambrosial Arbor. It was once the Xianzhou Luofu's prized treasure.
I didn't know the Skyfaring Commission were history buffs. Not bad. Younger generations usually don't know much about it. It's said that the Ambrosial Arbor is an ancient remnant from when the Xianzhou roamed the ether. From a distance, it looks like half a tree stump. But according to records of the early nation, in its prime, it wound into the heavens, and from it celestial bodies hung.
Meaning?
It means the tree was as tall as the sky and stars hung from its branches.
So, how big was it? Bigger than the Express? Bigger than Herta Space Station? No, that can't be right. Stars hung from its branches. Then, how did it fit in the Xianzhou?
Exactly. Let's just say it was bigger than your imagination. Anyway, it's just a legend. I see this view every day on my way to work. I'm kind of bored of it. Let's go.
I don't believe in
Extractor clean to your Starskip service.
We're almost there, everyone. Stay close. Just a heads up, please don't go running off once we're inside. You may be the Master Diviner's guests, but she hates people who don't abide by rules and regulations. Oh, and people who ask too many questions, not to mention... Please, don't push her buttons.
We're just here for the questioning. We'll leave as soon as it's over.
We can use it.
So strange.
Oh, let me guess, the gate isn't working?
I don't understand. It's never been locked before. And no one told me to take a key. Hey, I know the food here sucks, but that's no reason to shut the gate on our guests.
Are you really from the Divination Commission?
No way. She's already demoted me to managing the repository. What else does she want from me? There's no need to panic, okay? This isn't the only entrance into the Divination Commission. I know an emergency access. Here it is. Ugh, Stellaron corrosion. What's going on? Great. This gate won't open either. We've kept the Master Diviner waiting. No doubt she'll blame unreliable Qingzhe for messing up once again.
I knew I'd offended that Diviner. That's why she sent this girl to help us.
Miss Qingzhe, if you don't mind, may I take a look?
Huh? Oh, no need. Actually, I was just being polite. I don't see why not.
Let me show you. This thing is pretty fun. Wow, you're amazing, Mr. Yang. You handled that well for an outsider. I officially hand over the title of... anyone here surprised?
Here comes trouble.
Can't we run around to them for a change?
Liquidation!
My turn.
Relax.
Let's go. How about this?
The human body is beautiful in its fragility. No surprise there.
This is the Matrix of Prescience. A large-scale jade abacus This is the Matrix of Prescience. A large-scale jade abacus calculation terminal. It's the pride and joy of the Divination Commission. Calculation terminal. It's the pride...
We've heard the term Jade Abacus a few times now. Would you mind explaining what it is, Miss Qingque?
A jade abacus is just... a jade abacus. That's a good question, Mr. Yang. It might take me a minute to give you an answer. Let me think. The book, Glimpses into the Beyond, describes it as living jade engraved with symbols for divination into the unknown. Just like engraving a seal, the craftsmen of the Xianzhou Artisanship Commission carve faint symbols into pieces of jade and then insert them into machines to get them to operate according to a certain intention. Some jade abacuses are small enough to fit inside bracelets and jewelry. We put the bigger ones into instruments of calculation, so we can simulate the future and learn from the past. Take the Matrix of Prescience here as an example. As long as sufficient information is provided, it can answer questions on anything, from the evolution of natural phenomena to the metabolism of living things. They say the theory behind the symbols was handed down by Noose, the Wisdom Walker. The principles are so profound that in the Divination Commission, only the Master Diviner truly understands them.
Seems like it, but Jade Abacus does sound a lot better. Besides, ordinary computers don't have cool backstories. Technology handed down from Noose. Huh, even in Madame Herta's space station. I never saw anything related to Noose.
Anyway, don't dwell on names. As long as the machine works, what does it matter whether it's a Jade Abacus or a computer? Just like today. Would it have mattered if Baichue had brought you here instead of Qingque? It makes no difference at all. We're almost at the Matrix of Prescience core. The Master Diviner should be waiting.
Diviner Fu, how are things progressing?
We're fluctuating between the Heaven and Thunder trigrams. A step forward bridges no distance hence.
And for those who don't speak Fushen?
It's an utter disaster. How's that for a divination commission, Fortune? The matrix of prescience has stopped operating, and the symbols have dimmed. There are Stellaron spirits wreaking havoc inside the commission, and the Cloud Knights are struggling to protect civilians. I want to restore the matrix of prescience, but I have no forces available. And on top of all of that, General, we still have to deal with the Stellaron hunter you handed to us. If that's not an utter disaster, then I don't know what is.
But you're Fushen, the seer. The boundless, omniscient. Bringing luck and avoiding misfortune is your strong suit, isn't it?
You don't need to flatter me, General. It's natural for fortune to fluctuate. There's no escaping it. The Divination Commission simply does its best to uncover the good and the bad and then make the right decisions. We have no magical means to turn the tide.
And that is precisely why we need you in charge. When it comes to handling clairvoyant Stellaron hunters, who better than Fushen the Seer? As for reinforcements, you didn't think I'd be unprepared, did you? Look, help has just arrived.
Master Diviner, I brought you the guests. Though, it wasn't your order I received. So, General, even guests are on the payroll these days?
Well, since they're here already, I may as well make use of them.
Entering the Matrix of Prescience without my permission is a breach of protocol. Would be an ungracious thing to say in the present circumstances. I admit I'm pleasantly surprised to see you here. Qingque is often unreliable, but she comes through for us when the need arises. It's nice to have people I can entrust with difficult matters. I'm not like the General, and you don't even belong to my commission. I certainly won't be bossing you around.
No need for the formalities. We heard what the General said. If you need something from us, just say the word.
Very well, then I'll keep this brief. The Divination Commission is currently understaffed. I need your help to restart the Matrix of Prescience's space terminals and eliminate the Stellaron spirits along the way. Yes, but you needn't worry. You have my permission. Qingque will accompany you. She'll be in charge of restarting the terminal. As for eliminating the spirits... Psst.
I hath divined our future. We are destined to be errand runners. Forever.
What? Which magic word?
The universal one?
Oh. Please.
Good enough.
Let me see. This is the temporal terminal. Observes the potential of the temporal plane. They say this terminal is designed to retrieve information related to time. That should do it.
What? You just matched up those symbols. Is that it?
The more complex something is, the more important it is to keep it simple. Don't you think?
If it's so simple, why didn't your master diviner come and do it herself?
Maybe deep down she just wants to be lazy once in a while.
What the heck is this? It looks like a walking gate.
Take it easy. There's nothing supernatural on the Cianzhou. It's an arumaton. It's guarding the matrix of prescience. They're stationed at various strategic places.
I feel like it needs a sign saying mortals forbidden or something. Are you sure it won't fly into a rage if we walk past it?
We're here by order of the Master Diviner to restart the Matrix of Prescience. Friends, not foes.
Passage prohibited.
March! You should join the Divination Commission. Quick, do something!
Just in time.
Liquidation!
Relax. Stand still.
You have the worst luck running into me. Watch this!
Let's go. How about this?
Treason.
Good times never last. Time to say bye. Boom.
Just a scratch.
This must be the spatial terminal. They say this terminal is designed to retrieve information related to space. You probably could have guessed that.
Nice work.
Done. Next.
Let me guess. Time, space. I bet the next terminal is energy related.
Darn, the Karma Terminal. They say this terminal is designed to establish causal relationships.
We did it. All 3 terminals activated. Let's go back to the core and report to the Master Diviner.
Well done, all of you. I can sense the matrix of prescient symbols re-illuminating. Now, to interrogate Kafka. Those of you in the core may feel a few impacts. Are you ready?
Is this really necessary? I said I'd cooperate with you.
I have no interest in the words of wanted criminals, especially those skilled in the art of manipulation. So, say what you will. I'm here to witness the divination of the Matrix of Prescience. The Divination Commission has ways of extracting the truth, and they're far more effective than a conversation.
Then please, Master Diviner, witness my destiny. Not what you were expecting.
I can't believe it. But the Matrix of Prescience cannot be wrong. Kafka has nothing to do with the Stellaron, but you... It's you. Ha! Absurd! I'd never have thought it. Ask her yourself. Take as long as you wish. I must report this to the General immediately. Please excuse me.
You go ask her. I know you still have many questions for Kafka yourself.
Hi. You haven't changed a bit. I'm sorry you have to see me in such a sorry state. Really? Well, that's good. I wouldn't want to affect your image of me. I didn't talk to you on the train because I knew you and I would get to talk alone here. Worth waiting for, don't you think? You seem to have a lot to ask me. Elio said he foresaw 3 questions, but they would be the same in essence. If I were to hear one of them, I would then tell you the objective of this trip in all its detail. Since you asked one of the 3 questions, it means everything is going smoothly. Are you ready to hear my answer? Cienjo's Stellaron problem is not directly linked to us. But if you look at it from Elio's perspective, you can't say the Stellaron hunters are completely innocent. We foresaw all this long ago, but chose to remain indifferent until the time was right for us to get involved. Diviner Fu was surprised because she discovered 3 truths. 1, the Stellaron hunters are not enemies of the Cienjo. You know this now, though you refuse to believe it. 2, someone else brought the Stellaron into the Cienjo and activated it. A result of both internal unrest and external aggression. Traitors on the Luofu and enemies from outside want to overthrow the Cienjo. The Master Diviner is in a hurry to find the General, presumably to inform him of this fact. However, that's all the Master Diviner knows, because Elio withheld key pieces of information from me. He foresaw the Divination Commission using the Matrix of Prescience against me. To guard against setbacks, he ensured that I knew only what he wanted the Cienjo Alliance to know in this moment. As for number 3, even in their wildest dreams, the Cienjo Alliance could never have guessed it. If the Stellaron Hunters aren't the cause of all this, then why are Blady and I even here? We're here for you. Sounds ridiculous, doesn't it? It's no wonder Fu Shen doesn't believe it either. But the Matrix of Prescience doesn't lie. The answer is just that bizarre. The Stellaron Hunters appearing here, Blady getting arrested, me being lured to the Matrix of Prescience. It was all to bring you, the Astral Express crew, to the Cienjo. In the future that Elio chose, the power of the hunt is indispensable. And that's why the Astral Express crew had to come to the Luofu and achieve something important for the Cienjo. You had to establish a connection with the Alliance. And that's why I had to trick you into coming here. I needed you to meet the Luofu's general in person and to help him resolve the Stellaron crisis. I needed the Alliance to owe you a favor. That way, in the future, at the most critical moment, the Cienjo will offer you their help. What do you think? Surprised? The notorious Stellaron Hunters did all that just to make you a hero of the Cienjo? Quite the plot twist, don't you think? Like I said, Elio withheld key pieces of information from me. The future holds endless possibilities. Knowing the right thing at the wrong time could spoil all our hard work. There is only one thing I can tell you about the future. In the best and the worst cases, you will eventually have to face Nanook the Destruction. And when that time comes, you will need all the help you can get. It will be a brutal struggle of Ionic proportions. Proportions that neither you, nor I, nor the Astral Express will ever be able to reach. In the vast majority of futures, that's when destiny ends. But if we follow Elio's plan, there may be a glimmer of hope on the horizon. You know, even eons can be killed.
Hey, Lorcha. You didn't finish telling us about the propagation. Keep going, it's interesting. So, eons can die, huh? Weird. I thought they were invincible.
There is no true invincibility or immortality in the world. Such exaggerations are born of the perspectives of ordinary beings. Nonetheless, ordinary beings could not have orchestrated the fall of the propagation. That eon was slain at the hands of another eon.
I don't understand. They're all eons. Why do they want to fight?
Are you really from the Cienjo?
Other eons aside, surely you must know the story of Lan and Yaoshe. Isn't destroying the Eon Yaoshe the Alliance's cherished aim?
Of course I know. Well, I know a little. My mom made me practice with swords all day. I didn't really go to school.
In that case, let's just change the subject. If you don't know about the feud between the Hunt and the Abundance, I'm afraid there's just too much to explain.
Fine. How's this for a subject? What's in the box?
Oh, this one? It's a casket, more commonly known as a coffin. It's for containing the remains of the deceased.
The deceased? Aren't you a merchant?
Yes, indeed. This is just part of my job. I was asked to deliver this coffin to the Xianzhou. I'd quite forgotten. For long life species, death is probably a distant concept.
Nope. The Cloud Knights spend a lot of time on the battlefield. Death is a common occurrence. It's just, we don't put bodies in boxes. Coffins. In the Xianzhou, people go to the Hall of Karma in the Ten Lords Commission and consecrate the names and jade abacuses of the dead. It's our way of saying goodbye. The Foxians and the Vidyadhara have their own ceremonies. Foxian soldiers place their dead in star skiffs, and then let them drift out into the stars. They call it the Verdantia returning. As for the Vidyadhara, they're more mysterious. They say that when a Vidyadhara is very old or has a fatal injury, they turn into an egg that looks like a pearl. When the shell breaks, they come out looking young again. My mom calls the Vidyadhara long scions. When I was young, she told me stories of how the Vidyadhara could turn into dragons. I don't know if that's true. What do you know? Silent but deadly speaks.
Your mother is right. The Vidyadhara are long scions. They are descendants of the Eon of Permanence. That was why some, but not all, could turn into dragons. The power was a rare inheritance, passed down only to those who could successfully complete numerous rites and challenges. For the inheritor, it was hard to say whether it was a blessing or a curse.
I've heard the story of Long the Permanence and their descendants. Many myths and legends praise the Eon for a rich and immortal life. But for some reason, the Eon disappeared among the stars without a trace. Almost as if they had never existed, leaving only their descendants. Every life has its limit. Even the Eons are not truly immortal and will eventually reach the end of their lives.
Let me ask you one more question. Do you know the person in the coffin?
Yes.
Friend?
No.
So, a sweetheart?
Miss, whatever gave you that impression? The individual in the coffin is neither friend nor relative. We met only once. By chance, I made someone a promise, and so I have to run this errand. Let's leave it at that, shall we? I think we've all had enough rest.
one.
Mara struck.
It looks like someone's... Silent but deadly. Locha, let's charge in together. If we take them out quickly, we can rescue the girl.
What happened to us letting you handle it?
I've only got 2 hands. Please, I'll wangle you a prize for your bravery or something when it's all over.
Enough. Let's go.
Want to see what I can do? Dodge this!
You!
Receive divinity.
Eternal
The dead return!
Miss, are you okay?
What do you think?
Sorry, I didn't see any blood, so I thought you were okay. You're a puppet.
My motor is broken. I can't move. Are you a Cloud Knight? Good. Take me to the Realm Keeping Commission.
Locha, silent but deadly. I'm afraid we have to delay things again. This lady is one of the judges of the Ten Lords Commission. As a Cloud Knight, I must prioritize her orders. I'm sorry. If I'd known, I wouldn't have got you to come with me. You'd probably be there by now if you'd gone by yourself.
I happen to have some medical knowledge. Perhaps I can treat the young lady's injuries?
Well, it's just... she's a puppet. I think we should just take her to the Realm Keeping Commission.
Don't worry, Miss Sushang. Leave it to me. You might get an aching or numbing sensation, but it shouldn't be too painful. Do you think you can hold still?
It won't work. My body is mechanical, not flesh and blood.
Be it mechanical or organic, we're still dealing with composite substances. I just hope you'll tolerate my methods.
Huh. Curious.
How... what kind of medical knowledge is this?
Abundance.
Very good. We, no longer need to return to the Realm Keeping Commission. The mission continues. As a judge in the employ of the Ten Lords Commission, I am forbidden from interfering in the affairs of outsiders. However, seeing as you came to my aid, a word of advice. Leave as soon as possible. I came to address the root of our crisis by arresting a fugitive, a Stellaron hunter. This villain possesses exceptional swordsmanship and wields a divine weapon. They are extremely dangerous. If it hadn't been for a strange accident, my wakespan might have been cut short.
Strange accident?
Come with me. I I've never seen anything like it.
You know, even eons can be killed. Are you kidding? That's not what we want. I just want to tell stories from the past. Stories about eons that have fallen. Lon the Permanence, Drilla the Beauty, Anna the Order, Tazeronth the Propagation, Akivili the Trailblaze. These names were once known all over the universe. And now they've all but disappeared, leaving behind only masterless paths. And currently, there are 3 ways an eon can perish known to humanity. 1. Paths with overlapping concepts will eventually collide, and the broader path will engulf the narrower one. That's how Enna the Order was assimilated by Shipe the Harmony. 2. In a war between eons, the stronger side will annihilate the weaker one. That's how Tazeronth the Propagation fell. Under the guidance of the Hunt, the Cienjo Alliance travels the universe exterminating abominations cultivated by the Abundance. So, the Cienjo too are engaged in this process. I don't know. Akavili's disappearance was very mysterious. Noose is probably the only one that can answer that question. After all, Droid Head knows everything. What do you think? Fascinating stories, no? They're the kind of stories that folks on the straight and narrow would never tell you. Hold on. Any minute now. It's begun. Let's go, Blady. 2 more places to visit.
Did Kafka escape? How are we gonna explain this to the Master Diviner?
If what she said is true, we won't have to explain anything.
Hey, did she brainwash you?